Hey mama, you read the books, you listen to the podcasts, you watch the videos, you may even go to speaking events. As a personal development person, you take in so much goodness to improve yourself every day, but are you taking the time to think and reflect and let these things get to work on your mind and in your life? Today I'm talking all about the power of quiet thinking time and reflection and how realistically you can have more of this in your life. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Mama Miracle Morning Show. I'm so grateful that you're here today and that you're taking the time to improve yourself. If you're new, thanks for giving this show a chance. This week, I'm trying something new and exciting. I'm recording this as an audio and video podcast. So you may be listening to this as a podcast on iTunes or one of the other podcast platforms, or you may be watching this video on YouTube or on the Mama Miracle website. And as always, after I upload the episode, I'm going to publish the transcript for the episode as a blog post on my website, themamamiracle.com. Now, the reason why I decided to do it these three ways to kill these three birds with one stone is because some of you just prefer video format and some of you prefer reading content. And so I'm hoping that by doing it this way, I'll be able to bring more value to mamas with all different preferences. So you can take this in, whether your kids are sleeping and you need some quiet or you have a little bit of space to watch a video. If you're new to the show, just as a quick introduction, I'm Sara Muender. I'm a mama of two little girls. I have a degree in complementary and alternative health and, of course, a passion for personal development, which has led me to create the Mama Miracle, which is a website that provides personal development tools for mamas like you. And, of course, this show, the Mama Miracle Morning Show. The message I'm trying to spread through the show and through the tools is that we as mamas have a unique gift and a unique power that we can tap into to create tremendous positive change in our life, to accomplish and do anything we want in our life, and to guide and lead others to greatness, beginning with our own family at home. The love and commitment and strength that we have for our kiddos, we can take advantage of, and we can use that to fuel the pursuit of all these things we want in our lives. Mamas are some of my favorite people because we care so much about shaping the lives of these little people in the next generation. And it's time that we take ourselves more seriously in this role and that we have, and we step into the woman we want to be and the lives we want to create. If you're back, thanks for believing in me and in the show, and I'm so excited to be on this growth journey with you. This week, I want to talk all about taking the time to think. In other words, carving out the time to stop and do nothing except just be with our thoughts. Now, some may call this meditating, but I'm hesitant to call it that because so many people have this idea that meditation has to be done in this stereotypical way, legs crossed, sitting on the floor with our eyes closed in silence for a specific period of time. But actually, mindfulness, which is all that meditating really is just paying attention to your thoughts, which can be done anywhere and however you come. Obviously, it's a lot easier to pay attention to our thoughts if we have some quiet space to do so, which I know can be very hard to come by as a mama, but it's so important to both our success in whatever we're going after in our life and in our mental health. Now, I don't know about you, but I am so much more pleasant to be around when I've had some solid, quiet time to myself, especially if you're a person who is extra sensitive to stimulation and you tend to get overwhelmed by a lot going on and a lot of noise and such easily. You need to have regular bouts of quiet time to give your brain a chance to collect itself. When we take some quiet time to ourselves and just think, we not only allow our brains to collect itself, but that's when creativity and inspiration get to work. So many of us look outside ourselves for motivation. We think that if we peruse Pinterest or Instagram, or if we load up our phones with our favorite podcasts, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Or we have a stack of motivation books we want to get through that will feel motivated. And I'm not saying these are bad. In fact, I'm obsessed with everything personal development and motivational. But none of what we take in externally is going to make an impression on us. It's going to go in one ear and out the other unless we take the time to process it and think about ways to implement it in our lives. And being creative isn't just about how well we make things, it's also about how we take a piece of information we just heard and again, implement it in our lives and apply it in our lives. And this requires some creative thinking to figure out how to rework our lives and our busy schedule to make things better. Now, I know I don't have to tell you as a busy mama how great alone time is, right? We'll take it every chance we get. But sometimes we just need these reminders, especially if our lives have been go, 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 to just take some quiet time for our peace and our sanity and our creativity. So what does taking time to think look like? Again, it doesn't have to be this big ordeal where you dim the lighting and diffuse essential oils and sit on the floor crisscross applesauce, although that actually sounds amazingly relaxing and something I would totally do. And it can be, but it can be on the way to wherever you're going after you drop your kids off school. Ask yourself in the car, would I be better off with some just quiet reflection time right now, or would I be better off with a podcast or some music playing? It can be first thing in the morning when you wake up, those first few minutes before your family gets up, and you can just sit and drink your tea or your coffee on a cozy chair and just be present and by yourself. It can be in the shower when you just stand there with the hot water beating on your shoulders. Or it can be those few moments right before you go to sleep for the night. The other thing is too, taking time to think doesn't have to be when you're alone. Taking time to think and being more mindful brings you more into the present moment and creates the space for those precious memories to be created. We're all told that they grow so fast and before you know it, they're adults and we will miss when they were little. And so every day I try to just take those little moments when I'm with my girls and just soak it all in, just be fully in the moment and hear their little voices talking and watch the way their little necks curve and how their tiny hands work and how they smell and feel. And I just take those mental pictures and I tell myself, remember this forever. And I think our children appreciate it more when we're fully present and mindful with them. It makes them feel more connected to us and it makes them feel like we're giving them that space. And the same goes for our spouse or our friends. Let's practice being more present with them and looking in their eyes and giving them our full attention. Our relationships will be so much more fulfilling and enriched, and those around us will really appreciate it. Ultimately, giving ourselves quality thinking time does wonders for our relationship with ourself, especially when we're intentional with our thoughts and we use our thinking time for positive self-reflection. There's so much power there. So notice your thoughts, but don't forget to redirect the negative ones into positive ones so we can really grow in our confidence and self-love. Because that's what personal development is all about, right? Not just taking in information, but using it to improve ourselves as women. And the biggest part of self-improvement is improving how we feel about ourselves and how we see ourselves. Now listen, it's one thing to do an episode all about the importance of taking the time to think, and another to figure out how to schedule this time into our busy lives as mamas. I have the answer for you. It's all about planning ahead, because quiet time very, very rarely happens by chance, right, mamas? And in an upcoming online course I am very close to launching, I'm going to teach you how to make over your planner to reach your goals, make every day as productive as possible, and make time for all the things you need and want to do in your life, including taking quiet time out to think and reflect and meditate, because it's so important. But many of us mamas just can't seem to find time to do these things. So if you're interested in taking this super valuable online mini course, head on over to my website, themamamiracle.com, and put your name on the interest list. I'm so excited that the interest list for this course has been growing every day, and I'm excited to have you join us too. And as I always try to say, thanks for investing in yourself. I appreciate your personal growth journey, because by doing the work on yourself, you're help making the whole world a better place for all of us to live in. Now go out there, take charge of your day, you beautiful, powerful, and incredible mama. Thanks for listening. I love and appreciate you. Hey mamas, one quick thing before you go. I have a tool for you called the Mama Miracle Manifestation Worksheet, which up to this point I have charged for, but for a limited time, I'm not sure how long at this point, I've made it completely free. It's a 3-page daily worksheet that's designed to help you get your mind right, help you claim your power, identify what you're grateful for, identify where you want to create change in your life, and so much more. So to get your free copy, head on over to themamamiracle.com, and a light box will pop up right when you get to the homepage where you can request your free copy to be sent directly to your inbox immediately. This tool has been one of my best sellers, so go get your copy for free while you can. Also, don't forget to put your name on the interest list for my upcoming Planner Makeover mini course, where I'll teach you how to take charge of your life with the use of a planner. You can do that at themamamiracle.com, and I'll let you know as soon as class will begin. Lots of love, mamas. See you next week.